Hi there! Today we're embarking on a captivating journey as we step back in time to explore one of the best Western film, The Magnificent Seven. I'm sure many of you hold fond memories of this Western film. The Magnificent Seven is a timeless gem that has left an indelible mark on cinema history. Join us as we relive the magic, revisiting the movie with the entire cast then and now. We'll uncover the original identities and ages of the talented actors from the movie and witness how they've transformed in the year 2023. So without further ado, let's dive into the world of The Magnificent Seven together. Yul Brynner as Chris Larrabee Adams. Chris plays a pivotal role in the TV series The Magnificent Seven. As the head of this band of men, he takes on the mantle of leadership. In 1941, Brynner embarked on his stage journey with a debut in the Broadway production of Shakespeare's Twelfth Night, which premiered on December 2, 1941. In this performance, Brynner portrayed the character Fabian, delivering only a handful of lines in his distinctive Russian-accented English. While Brynner had obtained U.S. citizenship at the age of 22 in 1943, while residing in New York as an actor and radio announcer, he took the unconventional step of renouncing his U.S. citizenship at the U.S. Embassy in Bern, Switzerland in June 1965. This decision arose from the loss of his tax exemption as an American resident working abroad. Brynner's personal life was marked by 4 marriages, with the first 3 ending in divorce. He was a father to 3 biological children and also adopted 2. Tragically, Brynner's life came to an end due to lung cancer on October 10, 1985, at New York Hospital at the age of 65. Steve McQueen as Vin Tanner. Vin holds a central role in the television series The Magnificent Seven. Within the group, he serves as Chris's right-hand man, effectively the second in command. Beyond his leadership role, Vin also specializes as the resident tracker and the group's sharpshooter, making him indispensable in their missions. In 1952, Steve McQueen commenced his journey into acting with the support of the GI Bill, enrolling in acting classes in New York. He honed his craft at Sanford Meisner's neighborhood playhouse and under the tutelage of Uta Hagen at HB Studio. McQueen's theatrical debut unfolded in 1952 in a play overseen by Yiddish theater luminary Molly Picon, marking his initial foray onto the stage. Linked to the DVD release of Wanted, Dead or Alive, Robert Culp, known for Trackdown, took credit for McQueen's Hollywood entry and his role as Randall. Culp even claimed to have taught McQueen the art of fast draw, a skill that McQueen rapidly mastered, surpassing Culp by the second day of filming. Steve McQueen's personal life saw significant developments in his later years. On January 16, 1980, less than a year before his passing, he wed model Barbara Minty. Minty chronicled McQueen's conversion to evangelical Christianity in her book Steve McQueen, The Last Mile. Unfortunately, on November 7, 1980, McQueen succumbed to a heart attack at a Juarez hospital. His death followed surgery aimed at removing or reducing numerous metastatic tumors in his neck and abdomen, and he was just 50 years old at the time of his passing. Charles Bronson as Bernardo OReilly. Charles Bronson portrayed the character Bernardo OReilly in the film, a skilled individual facing financial struggles. After the conclusion of World War II, Charles Bronson took on various odd jobs to make ends meet. It was during this time that a theater group in Philadelphia enlisted him to paint scenery, opening the door to his acting career with minor roles. In a twist of fate, he shared a New York City apartment with Jack Klugman, who, like Bronson, aspired to be an actor. On October 10th, the ABC series Man with a Camera made its debut, with Bronson as the lead playing Mike Kovac, a freelance crime-fighting photographer based in New York City. The show continued for 2 seasons, concluding in 1960. Bronson's early life struggles and deprivation left a lasting impact. he remained a deeply introverted and shy individual, to the extent that he couldn't bear to watch his own films. Even in his later years, he was characterized as someone who harbored suspicions, held grudges, shied away from interviews, and found it difficult to open up about himself. It was as if he couldn't quite believe the level of success he had achieved. Charles Bronson passed away at the age of 81 on August 30th, 2003, at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles. Although pneumonia and Alzheimer's disease have been mentioned as potential causes of his death, his official death certificate lists respiratory failure as the primary cause, along with metastatic lung cancer and secondarily chronic obstructive pulmonary disease and congestive cardiomyopathy. Eli Wall as Calvera. Eli Wall portrayed the character Calvera, who held the position of bandit chief in the story. As Calvera, Wall embodied the role of a cunning and formidable leader. Eli Wallach's journey into acting began with formal training at the dramatic workshop of the New School in New York City, where he studied under the tutelage of the influential German director Erwin Piscator. His dedication to honing his craft eventually led him to become a founding member of the Actors Studio, where he further refined his skills under the guidance of Lee Strasberg. In 1945, Wallach made his debut on Broadway, marking the start of his illustrious stage career. Notably, he received a Tony Award in 1951 for his outstanding performance alongside Maureen Stapleton in the Tennessee Williams play, The Rose Tattoo. Beyond his accomplishments in the theater, Eli Wallach's personal life was marked by a profound partnership. He was married to stage actress Ann Jackson for an impressive 66 years, their union lasting from March 5, 1948, until his passing. Together, they raised 3 children, Peter, Roberta, and Catherine. Notably, Roberta Wallach ventured into the world of acting herself, taking on roles that showcased her talent. Eli Wallach's remarkable journey came to an end on June 24, 2014, when he passed away from natural causes at the age of 98. Horst Buchholz as Chico. Horst Buchholz portrayed the role of Chico in The Magnificent Seven, bringing to life the character of the young and fiery marksman. Horst Buchholz expanded his career into the world of film by lending his voice to foreign language voice dubbing, taking on roles like Lampwick in Pinocchio and Ben Cooper in Johnny Guitar. His versatile talents extended beyond acting in front of the camera. In 1956, Buchholz gained popularity among teenagers in Germany with his role in Die Hauptstarken, which earned him a reputation as a teen heartthrob. The English-dubbed version of the film, released in the U.S. as Teenage Wolfpack, introduced Buchholz to American audiences, initially billed as Henry Buchholz, and often promoted as a new James Dean. In 1958, Buchholz married French actress Miriam Bru, and together they had 2 children, Christopher, who pursued an acting career, and daughter Beatrice. In a 2000 interview, Buchholz revealed that he and Miriam had an enduring arrangement, with their lives centered in different cities, hers in Paris and his in Berlin, a city he held a deep affection for. During the same interview, Buchholz openly discussed his bisexuality. Their son Christopher Buchholz, also an actor, produced a feature-length documentary titled Horst Buchholz, Mein Papa, in 2005, which explored Buchholz's life, including his sexuality, as part of a broader examination. Unexpectedly, Buchholz passed away at the age of 69 on March 3, 2003, at Charité Hospital, succumbing to pneumonia that developed following an operation for a hip fracture. His life and career left a significant mark on both German and international cinema. Robert Vaughn as Lee. Robert Vaughn portrayed the character Lee, a war veteran deeply affected by trauma and the scars of his past experiences. Robert Vaughn's journey into acting was nurtured by his mother, who introduced him to the world of theater at a young age. She instilled a love for the craft, even teaching him to recite Shakespeare's iconic "to be or not to be" soliloquy from Hamlet when he was just 5 years old. His early foray into the entertainment world began with radio shows in the Chicago area. Vaughn's talent shone through as he made his radio debut, portraying the character Billy on Jack Armstrong, the All-American Boy, broadcasted on WBBM AM radio. In 1974, Vaughn tied the knot with actress Linda Staub. Their shared love for acting brought them together, and they even appeared alongside each other in a 1973 episode of The Protectors, titled "It Could Be Practically Anywhere on the Island." The couple went on to adopt 2 children, Cassidy and Caitlin. They made their home in Ridgefield, Connecticut. Tragically, Robert Vaughn's life came to a close on November 11, 2016, in a hospice located in Danbury, Connecticut. He passed away at the age of 83 after a year-long battle with leukemia, just 11 days before his 84th birthday. His legacy in the world of entertainment endures through his memorable performances and dedication to his craft. Brad Dexter, as Harry Luck. Brad Dexter assumed the role of Harry Luck, the character with a relentless pursuit of fortune. Brad Dexter's bond with Frank Sinatra began under dramatic circumstances. On May 10, 1964, during the filming of None But the Brave in Hawaii, Dexter's heroism saved Sinatra and Ruth Koch from drowning. A powerful outgoing tide had swept them out to sea, putting their lives in peril. In the realm of love, Dexter was married to Mary Bogdanovich, heiress to the star-kissed tuna fortune from January 27, 1971, until her passing on June 12, 1994. Later in the same year, he found love again and tied the knot with June Dare, with whom he remained until the end of his journey. Tragically, emphysema claimed Brad Dexter's life on December 11, 2002, in Rancho Mirage, California. He left behind a legacy of bravery, friendship, and a successful career, resting in eternal peace at Desert Memorial Park. James Coburn as Brit. James Coburn portrayed the character of Brit, renowned for his knife expertise in The Magnificent Seven. James Coburn played notable roles in several films during his career, including Hell is for Heroes, 1962, and The Great Escape, 1963, both of which featured his collaboration with Steve McQueen. He also lent his voice to narrate Kings of the Sun, 1963. In Charade, 1963, Coburn took on the role of one of the antagonists alongside stars Cary Grant and Audrey Hepburn. He continued to make his mark in the industry with a role as a witty naval officer in The Americanization of Emily, a film originally intended for James Garner. This role ultimately led to Coburn signing a 7-year contract with 20th Century Fox. Coburn's personal life included 2 marriages. His first was to Beverly Kelly in 1959, resulting in 2 children. However, after 20 years, the couple divorced in 1979. Later, he married actress Paula Murad Coburn in Versailles, France, on October 22, 1993, and remained married to her until his passing. James Coburn passed away at the age of 74 from a heart attack at his Beverly Hills residence on November 18, 2002. His wife, Paula, was with him during his final moments. Jorge Martinez de Hoyos as Hilario. Jorge Martinez de Hoyos portrayed the character Hilario in the film The Magnificent Seven. Jorge Martinez de Hoyos had a notable presence in the world of cinema and television, gracing both American and Mexican screens with his talent. He etched his name into cinematic history with memorable roles in iconic films like The Magnificent Seven. His acting prowess also shone in Mexican cinema, where he made a significant impact, particularly in the film Viento Negro, or Black Wind. Tragically, the world lost this talented actor to lung cancer on May 6, 1997. Despite his passing, His contributions to the world of film and television continue to be remembered and celebrated by audiences worldwide. Vladimir Sokolov as Old Man. Vladimir Sokolov played the role of the Old Man in the movie The Magnificent Seven. Amidst the rise of Nazism, Vladimir Sokolov, a Jewish actor, initially relocated to Paris in 1932. There, he continued to pursue his craft on both stage and screen. In 1937, he made the significant move to the United States. Despite his limited command of the English language upon arrival, Sokolov made his American stage debut in a leading role in Georg Büchner's Danton's Death, directed by Orson Welles. During that same year, Sokolov achieved his breakthrough in English-language cinema with a starring role in William Dieterle's The Life of Émile Zola, where he portrayed the character of Paul Cézanne. He further enriched his career by participating in various Broadway productions from 1937 to 1950. His versatility as an actor allowed him to portray characters of diverse nationalities, spanning Filipino, French, Greek, Arab, Romanian, and Chinese backgrounds in American films. In the late 1950s and early 1960s, Sokolov ventured into television, making appearances in popular series such as The Twilight Zone, Lawman, and The Untouchables. His career concluded with roles in Escape from Zarain and Taras Bulba, both featuring Yul Brynner, and both released posthumously. After a lengthy and accomplished career, Sokolov passed away in 1962 due to a stroke in Hollywood, California. Rosenda Monteros as Petra. Rosenda Monteros played the role of Petra in The Magnificent Seven. Rosenda Monteros honed her acting skills through instruction under Seki Sano. For American audiences, her portrayal of Petra in The Magnificent Seven remains one of her most memorable roles. Her career was rich and encompassed a wide range of films, spanning both sides of the U.S.-Mexican border. During the years 1955 to 1957, she was wedded to director Julio Bracho. Monteros passed away peacefully from natural causes on December 29th at her residence in Mexico. John A. Alonzo as Miguel. John A. Alonzo played the role of Miguel in The Magnificent Seven. A pivotal moment occurred during the filming of The Magnificent Seven, in which Alonzo played a small role. It was during this production that he crossed paths with the renowned cinematographer Charles Lang. This serendipitous encounter, coupled with a later opportunity to briefly collaborate with James Wong Howe, ignited Alonzo's passion for cinematography, setting the course for his life's work. By the mid-1960s, he found himself behind the camera, capturing numerous documentaries for National Geographic and the David L. Wolper Company. His work significantly contributed to the innovative visual style of New Hollywood, which would rise to prominence in the late 1960s and early 1970s. Characterized by his straightforward and minimalist approach, Alonzo's unique blend of skills, including an intimate understanding of acting, catapulted him into the ranks of Hollywood's most sought-after cinematographers. He not only excelled as one of the industry's finest handheld cameramen, but also pioneered high-definition digital cinematography. In a groundbreaking achievement for American television, he shot the first-ever HD movie, World War II, When Lions Roared, for NBC in 1993-94. Sadly, John A. Alonzo passed away in 2001 after a prolonged illness within the comforts of his home in Brentwood, California. Among his many pupils, perhaps the most notable is two-time Oscar winner John Toll, who commenced his career as Alonzo's apprentice, working on films such as Black Sunday, Norma Ray, Tom Horn, and Scarface. In 2007, director Axel Schill undertook the creation of a feature documentary, The Man Who Shot Chinatown, The Life and Work of Joan A. Alonzo, offering an insightful glimpse into Alonzo's remarkable legacy. Pepe Hearn as Tomas. Pepe Hearn, portraying the character of Tomas in The Magnificent Seven, made a notable appearance in this classic film. Pepe Hearn's acting career found enduring continuity and visibility on television, where he left his mark through various series episodes. His talent graced shows like The Rifleman, 1961-1962, The Fugitive, 1963, I Spy, 1966, and The High Chaparral, 1967, among others. Hearn's versatile performances enriched the storytelling of these popular TV series. His presence extended to iconic shows like Bonanza, 1964-1970, The Streets of San Francisco, 1972, Lou Grant, 1977, The Bionic Woman, 1977, and Charlie's Angels, 1979. These roles showcased his adaptability and contributed to the diverse tapestry of television entertainment during that era. In the later stages of his career, Hearn continued to make memorable appearances on shows like Murder, She Wrote and Hill Street Blues in 1984. His contributions to television left a lasting impression on audiences. Sadly, Pepe Hearn passed away on February 28, 2009, in Los Angeles, California. Natividad Vacío as Salvador. Natividad Vacío portrayed the character of Salvador in the classic film The Magnificent Seven. Natividad Vacío made his debut in the entertainment world with a role in a 1950 episode of The Lone Ranger, titled Dead Man's Chest. This marked the beginning of a career that would see him take on diverse roles across film and television. One of his notable appearances was in the 1953 film noir The Hitchhiker, directed by Ida Lupino, where he played a pivotal character. While Vacío found himself in many westerns, his acting repertoire extended beyond this genre. For instance, he assumed the role of Frank Smith, the family gardener in several episodes of the suburban sitcom Father Knows Best. Vacío's connection with actor George Reeves, known for his portrayal of Superman in the TV series Adventures of Superman, added an interesting dimension to his life. They met during their time at Pasadena Junior College and developed a close friendship. Reeves, in particular, appreciated Nadi's musical talents, often sharing moments of playing and singing Mexican songs together. In the 2006 film Hollywoodland, which delves into George Reeves' life and tragic end, the character of Natividad Vacío was brought to the screen by actor and socialite Diego Fuentes in a couple of memorable scenes. Natividad Vacío passed away on May 30th, 1996, in Burbank, California. The Magnificent Seven. 1960 cast, then and now. It's clear that the legacy of this iconic film lives on not only in the characters and performances that captured our hearts, but also in the enduring careers of these talented actors. From their early roles in this Western classic to their later accomplishments, their contributions to the world of cinema continue to be celebrated. While some have left us, their work remains a testament to the power of storytelling and the impact of these magnificent actors. Thank you for joining us on this nostalgic ride through time.